This is Exploring the Ocean from the Tools of the Mind curriculum. People have only explored a tiny part of the Earth's ocean. Scientists called oceanographers are eager to explore underwater ecosystems, but working in underwater environments is challenging. Think about it. What do humans need to survive that we can't find underwater? One problem humans face underwater is not having air to breathe, just like in space. Many ocean animals get oxygen from water using their gills, but humans don't have gills. We can only breathe air. Another problem is the extreme cold. Humans cannot survive the freezing cold temperatures of the twilight and midnight zones like the animals who live there do. Point to this animal's gills. Engineers have developed suits and vehicles so people can explore underwater. These people, these keep people safe and warm and provide oxygen, similar to what explorers need in outer space. Point to the picture of the astronaut. People need different equipment to explore the different ocean zones. There is the midnight zone at the very bottom, the twilight zone in the middle, and the sunlight zone up near the top. Think about it. What do you remember about the different zones of the ocean? The sunlight zone is the easiest to explore. We only need a few pieces of equipment since it is so close to the surface. Have you ever opened your eyes in the bathtub or when swimming? Everything looks blurry. Goggles keep our eyes dry so we can see clearly underwater. People who want to observe ocean life have another problem. Underwater, we can only hold our breath for a few seconds before we have to lift our heads above the water and breathe. To solve this problem, engineers designed snorkels. A snorkel is like a big straw. The top of the tube sticks out above the water and connects to a mouthpiece, letting the person breathe underwater. Think about it. Do snorkels remind you of a ninja tool? When people want to explore further below the surface than a snorkel tube can reach, they have to bring their own oxygen with them, just like astronauts do in outer space. Air tanks also allow oceanographers to spend more time underwater. Swimming while wearing a heavy air tank is not easy. Human feet aren't well suited to be moving in water because we mostly live on land. Ocean explorers needed engineers to design something to help them swim underwater more easily. Do you know what those things are called? Engineers looked at the way water animals use their tail fins or webbed feet to move. Their solution was giving divers something to make their feet work more like a duck or a fish. Swimming fins. The deeper a diver goes in the ocean, the colder it is. Divers need a way to stay warm in the cold water. Wetsuits are special suits that keep divers warm and dry, protect their skin from scratches, and help them float. Oceanographers wanted to explore the ocean's twilight and midnight zones, but wetsuits didn't provide enough protection. The deeper we go, the more the water's weight presses on our bodies. This pressure makes exploring the twilight zone in just a wetsuit unsafe. To solve the problem, engineers designed dive suits made out of hard material to protect divers from water pressure. This allowed them to explore deep in the ocean. Engineers also invented submersibles, underwater vehicles that take oceanographers down into the twilight and midnight zones. Think about it. What do you notice about this submersible? Submersibles are made of sturdy material so they do not break under the heavy water pressure, and they're filled with oxygen for breathing. They also have cameras so oceanographers can take pictures and radio communication so the crew underwater can talk to crew on the big boat above. Engineers have also designed remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, for ocean exploration. These ROVs, or ROVs, do not have any people inside. They are controlled by people on a ship. ROVs are able to explore parts of the ocean that are difficult or dangerous for people to go. Think about it. Do you remember any area of space that humans cannot yet go to, but we have sent rovers to explore? ROVs let scientists discover animals deep in the midnight zone, animals we didn't even know existed. Here are a few picture examples of some of these strange animals. Look at some of the amazing life under the ocean that engineers have helped scientists discover. We wouldn't know these wonderful plants and animals existed if engineers hadn't invented ways to explore the deepest layers of the ocean. Imagine how much more we'll learn about the ocean ecosystems as we keep on engineering and exploring. Think about it. Would you want to explore the ocean? What inventions or tools would you use? Let's take a look at some of the vocabulary in our glossary from this PowerPoint. Point to the picture of the diver. Point to the picture of the ROV or ROVE. Point to the picture of the submersible. Point to the picture of the fins. Point to the picture of the diving suit. Point to the picture of the goggles. Can you find the picture of the snorkel? Next, find the picture of the scientist that goes underwater, called an oceanographer. Finally, point to the picture of the wetsuit.